I love to park in the passion of Jesus Christ. And since we're in Holy Week, we're going to take a little bit of a journey. Yesterday, we talked about Palm Sunday, and today we're going to talk about Jesus cleansing the temple in Matthew chapter 21, verse 12. After Jesus descended through the Kindred Valley into Jerusalem, he went into the temple and surveyed what had been happening. And he realized that the temple had become a den of thieves, that they were stealing from the people coming to worship God. And he became enraged. I know that that's not the picture that we get of Jesus, the humble, lowly servant. But in Psalm 69:9, it says that zeal for his house had consumed him. And in Isaiah 56:7, it says that my house shall be called a house of prayer for all nations. And in Jeremiah 7:11, it says, you have made my house a den of thieves. So Jesus went in to the temple and began to flip tables, not figuratively, but literally. In the Isaiah passage and in the Jeremiah passage, it talks about how the people of God, the Jews at the time, were sinning all day long and then coming into the temple. And in Isaiah, it was the Temple of Solomon. In Jeremiah, it was still the Temple of Solomon. In Jesus' day, it was Herod's temple. They were sinning all day. They were worshiping false gods. They were stealing. They were lying. They were murdering. They were committing adultery. And they were coming into the temple of God and saying, we are rescued because we are God's chosen. And Isaiah and Jeremiah, and now Jesus is saying, you're not rescued if you continue to do these things. So today, as we go into Holy Week, we're on a journey to the cross. I want to encourage you to clean up your act. If you are a believer in Jesus Christ, the Bible tells us that we are the temple of the Holy Spirit. We have a privilege of stewarding the presence of God. Let's clean up what is happening in our lives so that when we go into the house of God, that it is called a house of prayer for all nations, and that we can go in with a clean mind. In, I believe it's Psalm 24, it says, who shall ascend the mount of the Lord? He who has clean hands and a pure heart. So I pray that today you will take great steps to clean up your own act. Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. And as we go towards the Passion, as we go towards the crucifixion on Friday, that we will have a reverence and an appreciation for all Jesus had done. Lord, I give you permission to come in and flip tables in my life. Have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon.